wonderful serendipitous opportunity to bring metal manufacturing, advanced metal manufacturing across a bunch of disciplines back into Oregon. We have now launched our membership agreements. We have as our inaugural partners Boeing, Silver Eagle Manufacturing, Vigor, ATI, Blount, Daimler. Daimler's been mentioned twice today, and I want to come back and just comment on Daimler for a second. We have Hengstoffer, which is a synthetic lubricant company heretofore only on the East Coast, now coming out to Oregon for their North American west part of United States service center. We are already recruiting the largest cutting tool company in Japan that was looking at Seattle and is now seriously looking for their North American presence to be here. OMIC is not a Columbia County, even an Oregon asset. It is a regional and I dare say a national asset. Boeing has helped stand up 14 of these worldwide. This is the first one in the United States. We were very fortunate that the legislature saw the investment opportunity here and has given us enough money to get up and fully functional. We come to the table with $12 million, give or take, of already donated equipment. And it isn't because these national and international companies like us so much. It is the promise, the hope of getting into Boeing's supply chain. Boeing has 1,600 union employees in Gresham and the biggest book of business in the history of the world. And in order to stay competitive, because many of these are fixed price contracts, they have to do whatever they do greener, faster, cleaner, better. They don't have time to shut down the plant out in Gresham to do the R&D. So through a serendipitous set of circumstances, including a 10-year battle to bring 200 acres into the UGB, we have property ready to build. We have patient capital landlords that own big tracts of property. We celebrated day before yesterday a $480,000 contribution to this effort. OIT, in an act of unbelievable political courage, bought a building out in Scappoose that has become the anchor facility. It's a 38,000 square foot building built as a truck shop, so it is perfect for doing what we're doing. We have as our academic partners OIT, PSU, OSU, the University of Sheffield, and an Anglo-English partnership, hands across the ocean, and PCC is our academic facility. Some of the early projects, Duncan commented on the waste of natural resources. One of the early projects that we're going to be doing R&D on, and this is R&D that can be instantly commercialized. We're not writing master's or PhD theses. We are putting this into the supply chain, is to stop the hemorrhaging of water. When we talk about old pipes in the United States, we talk about pipes that are maybe wooden pipes over in Eastern Oregon, a couple of 100 years old. When London talks about old pipes, they talk about the Middle Ages. Every day, gallons of water hemorrhage out of London. So one of the early Anglo-English partnerships is going to be a company, and I will now demonstrate to you how little I know about engineering, but it is a company that has a material that ostensibly goes into a manhole in a flaccid state and then has magic engineering dust sprinkled on it, and it becomes rigid in situ. So instead of having to tear up the streets, they functionally seal the pipe where it is. And we've been talking to an Oregon entrepreneur about the possibility of putting little devices inside the pipe that can actually generate electricity as the water moves through. So you preserve the resource, you generate electricity, you don't have to tear up the streets, and this will be one of our early Anglo-English partnerships. We believe we're off to a terrific start. So with our partners, if it floats, flies, or freights, we want to make it cleaner, greener, faster, better, and we want an Oregon manufacturing imprimatur on every single thing that comes out of this facility.